Psychology says if these 14 signs exist, a relationship sadly has no staying power. Love, as Pat Benatar once wisely sang, is a battlefield. And while putting effort into a relationship can yield incredible results, sometimes we reach a point where it's clear a relationship simply doesn't have the staying power to last. But don't see this as a failure. Breaking up means you're brave enough to move forward and find a connection that's truly right for you. Here are 14 signs, backed by psychological research and relationship experts, that suggest your relationship may have reached its expiration date. 1. If you can't stand each other's friends. One of the first major red flags is when you can't stand your partner's friends, and vice versa. Sure, no one expects you to adore all their friends, but when you dislike the entire group, it's a problem. Ideally, a relationship should create a harmonious dynamic where you can all enjoy each other's company. If this becomes a constant source of tension, it's a sign that something deeper is wrong. Friends play an essential role in your social life, and compatibility here matters more than you think. 2. If they won't support you in front of their family, or vice versa. Family support in a relationship is crucial. If your partner is unwilling to stand by you when it matters most, like supporting you in front of their family, it shows a lack of commitment. For example, one person's family may refuse to accept their partner due to racial or cultural differences, and if the other person doesn't defend them, it can leave the relationship strained and emotionally distant. Relationships require mutual respect, and if this isn't being shown, it's a sign of bigger issues. 3. Your gut is telling you it's time to end the relationship. Sometimes, you don't need logical explanations to know something's wrong. Your gut instinct does the talking. Women's intuition, specifically, has been linked to subconscious recognition of patterns that we might miss consciously. If your inner voice tells you something is off, even if you can't pinpoint it, it's worth listening to. Psychological research shows that our subconscious mind constantly processes subtle cues that our conscious mind overlooks, and ignoring these feelings can be detrimental in the long run. 4. If they always seem to be stuck in mean mode. Nobody wants to be in a relationship where they constantly feel bad about themselves. If your partner's behavior consistently drags you down or makes you feel inadequate, it's time to rethink things. A healthy relationship should make both individuals feel supported and lifted up. If your partner's words or actions constantly make you feel lesser, it can severely impact your self-esteem. 5. If your goals in life are complete opposites. When partners have starkly different life goals, staying together becomes more challenging. If your partner is set on living in a bustling city while you crave a quiet rural life, finding common ground can feel nearly impossible. While relationships require compromise, being fundamentally misaligned in your life visions can lead to deep dissatisfaction. Communication is essential to see if you can meet halfway. But if your dreams are too far apart, it's a sign the relationship may not survive long-term. 6. If everyone around you is telling you to dump them. Family and friends can sometimes have superficial reasons for not supporting your relationship, but when multiple trusted people in your life express concerns, it's worth paying attention. If they notice red flags that you might be ignoring, they might see something you're missing. Listen to those who know you best, especially when their warnings come from a place of care. 7. If you can't stand their everyday habits. It's normal to get on each other's nerves from time to time, but when the smallest habits start making you feel rage, it's a serious issue. A relationship isn't sustainable if you can't tolerate your partner's quirks. Over time, these small annoyances will build up and affect your overall happiness. If communication and compromise don't work, the relationship could be in trouble. 8. If you're always nervous about them cheating. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and if you're constantly on edge about your partner's loyalty, this relationship lacks security. Whether they've cheated before or you simply don't trust them, Living with constant suspicion is exhausting. If you can't find peace in the relationship, it may be time to walk away. 9. If you can't stop dreaming about being on your own. Sometimes, no matter how wonderful your partner is, you may feel the need to step back and focus on yourself. If you find yourself daydreaming about being single, it's a sign that the relationship is not fulfilling your needs. It's important to recognize when you need personal growth or simply space, and a relationship that inhibits that desire may not be right for you. 10. If you don't agree about children. The topic of children can make or break a relationship. If you're both on opposite sides of this discussion, whether it's having children, when to have them, or how to raise them, it can create insurmountable friction. You both need to share the same vision about key life decisions, like starting a family, for the relationship to thrive. 11. If nothing you do together excites you. It's normal for the initial excitement of a relationship to fade after a while, but if you're no longer finding any joy in spending time together, it's a cause for concern. Relationships should bring joy and shared experiences. If you're both bored and indifferent, it's a signal that the spark might be gone, and without it, the relationship can lack staying power. 12. If you're constantly fighting about the same things. Every couple argues from time to time, but if you're stuck in a cycle of the same unresolved issues, it's a red flag. Some conflicts are too deep to resolve on your own. If nothing changes, even after repeated conversations, it may be a sign that the problems are too big to overcome without external help, such as couples therapy. 13. If you think it can all work out if one of you makes some changes. If you're staying in the relationship with the belief that your partner will change, or that you will, it's a dangerous mindset. Change for the sake of a relationship is rarely sustainable. People can evolve, but expecting one person to transform entirely for the sake of the relationship sets unrealistic expectations and isn't fair to either partner. 14. If you're always riding an emotional roller coaster. High highs and low lows might feel like passion, but they're often a sign of instability. If you find yourself caught in constant emotional turmoil, with frequent ups and downs in the relationship, it's usually a sign of deeper issues. Emotional stability is key in a healthy relationship, and a constant roller coaster of feelings could leave you exhausted and unfulfilled. Conclusion. Relationships take work, but sometimes the signs are there that a relationship has reached its limit. Whether it's lack of support, constant fighting, or growing apart, these 14 signs indicate that a relationship might not have the staying power to last. If you recognize these red flags, it's important to face them head-on. Remember, walking away isn't failure. It's the beginning of a new chapter where you can find the love and stability you deserve. Listen to your instincts, evaluate the situation, and prioritize your well-being. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.